All right. Well, speaking about allegations against women, Arizona Republican spokesman Shane Wikfors called criticism from women a bitch session. This is interesting. I wonder if this language would be used if it were two men talking. The head spokesman for the Arizona Republican Party wasn't happy that two women criticized the obviously extreme politics of the state Republican Party that we are now very familiar with in Arizona in a newspaper column this week. So he took to his blog to call it a bitch session, first reported on KTVK, a Phoenix TV station. And this is interesting to me because the two women in the article basically said that the state Republican Party in Arizona is bent towards conspiracy theories and social ideologues rather than the calmer, pragmatic ways of the past, which is totally true. I mean, it's completely factual based on all of the absurd social proposals we've seen come out of Arizona.
Right.
And then, of course, Wikfors wrote on his blog, Ms. Petsis ran off to Lori Roberts and engaged her in a bitch session. Of course, a lot of people saying that that's a completely misogynistic term and it's only being used because it is women. He then defended his use of the term in an interview with KTVK, saying it's a colloquialism. It's universally used. Go to any corporate boardroom and you'll hear that reference. That's actually interesting because he may be right that you would hear that in just about any corporate boardroom, and that's a pretty big part of the problem.
I guess so. Is it? Yeah, I mean, immediately it sounds misogynistic, but
it's also interesting that this guy's job is to be a spokesman. So it's not like his job is to solder computer parts and he's not used to having to talk to reporters. And all of a sudden he's caught up in the excitement of not expecting to be making a statement. And he makes this faux pas where he calls it a bitch session. Well, this guy is a spokesman.
We know that that spokespeople are frequently terrible at their jobs. I mean, look at Dana Perino.
No question about it.
I mean, come on.
Now, the question then is, would Chuck Schumer and John Kerry be accused of being in a bitch fest if they were criticizing what Republicans were doing? And you know what? They actually might. And that kind of goes to show this constant attempt to feminize men by considering them women, right? Is that not the same type of thing, Natan?
Yeah, I mean, the idea that you could call something that guys did, a bitch anything, doesn't mean that it's not misogynistic. It just means that you're, like you say, you're effeminizing men.
You're trying to feminize men, exactly.
No doubt.